Now, before I say anything else about deducting vacations, I want to emphasize that I am not an accountant. I'm not a CPA, so this is not legal advice or tax advice on a professional basis. This is just telling you what I have done and what I have found that works well as a business owner. And I want to recommend this Loopholes of the Rich book. If you haven't read it, it's super cheap. I mean, look, you can get it here, $2. I think there's used copies for even like 5 cents. She goes into a lot of different tips and tricks about deducting vacations, also deducting all sorts of other expenses as well before taxes. So we're talking about in that other video where you reduce your tax burden significantly and you pay a lot less tax, and that money goes straight into your pocket. So I want to encourage you, as a business owner, you can take advantage of a lot of these loopholes, and it's a super cheap book, great investment. Also, you need to get an accountant. If you're doing your own taxes, it's going to get real complicated once you try to take advantage of these loopholes. And so you need to get a good accountant, and everything I say in this video should be submitted to your accountant and take their advice over mine. Also, if you're a U.S. resident, there are some great online resources directly from the IRS, and if you're from another country other than the U.S. and you know where this tax code is for your country, could you post it in the comments there? All I know is where the IRS one is, but this one, if you go to this page right here, and I'll post a link directly below this video if you're in the US, this spells out how you can deduct vacation travel from your before your taxes. Okay, it can become a tax deduction. It gives you all the requirements. It tells you what you can do and what you can't do, and don't try to cheat, because if you get audited, they're going to come and they're going to find out everything. So just do it right, do it by the book, and you'll be safe. But this is the website where that tax code is all spelled out, and if the link doesn't work anymore, you can just go and do a Google search for irs.gov, and it'll be right there. And they have this great chart for travel expenses that you can deduct. Now here's the key. The key is that the primary purpose of your trip that you're taking has to be business. And defining primary purpose is not super clear in the tax code of how you define it as primary purpose. But basically what you need to do is you need to keep a log of everything that you're doing and do a significant amount of business related activity every day while you're on vacation. And put that in your time record so that if you get audited, you show them that record and you say, hey, look, I did business almost every day, Monday to Friday, while I was traveling. And that business has to be related to the geographic location you're in. It can't be like check to email or something like that. It has to be something where you couldn't have done it if you were in your home city. This is business activity you needed to do. You needed to be in this location. As long as you do that and your primary purpose is in the records as being business, you can deduct all this stuff. Your transportation, that's all your gas or your car rental, your flight costs, any taxis, anything, baggage, shipping, lodging and meals, any kind of cleaning. All this stuff can be deducted before taxes. Here's a log of my work that I did in the past couple of days and how I did it. And you can see I worked on these blog posts that were related to my travel. I emailed the customers and prospects, moderated comments. I got my vehicle repaired. Okay, that's also a business related thing because I had to get it repaired before I could travel back. Traveling into a neighboring city to get supplies, meeting with any kind of client or any kind of sales thing. Even if you got to get a little creative. Even if you just talk with someone about your business, say at Walgreens or something, and you say, hey, do you want to be my client? That could be a trip where you are prospecting. Any travel day is a business related day. So you can get creative with this with the help of your CPA and deduct your